So we're starting the day with a Facebook Marketplace pickup. Not had one of them for a while. Jumped on Marketplace last night, saw some I liked, sent them a message, is it available for pickup? No worries, come around tomorrow morning. So we're here, sunny Robina, Cardiff. Let's go get it. Cyril the Sloth. What a great looking teddy, eh? Of course, it's a Jellycat tab on the back. Paid £5 for Cyril. Of course, he'll be going in our collection. If I was to sell him on, I'd be looking for about 20 quid all in.
That sounds awesome.
So a good start to the day. You might not go out your way to make pickups like that, but it's on my usual charity shop route, so it's no hassle really, is it? And hopefully, that's a nice new contact there. She's going to let me know whenever she sells any more of her Jellycats. Let's go and hit some charity shops. Let's see what else we can find. Cardiff City shirt on the rails there, £3. And what's that? Someone's made their own little custom display piece. It's pretty neat. Size 2XL, £3 for a Cardiff City shirt. It's a bargain anyway, so we'll be getting it. No cracking on the front. Bluebird on the back. That one should go pretty well. What have you found there? Some Funkos. Let's have a look at this one first. Cap Snowman, number 532. £3 on the box. You're looking at about a tenner at a push. Sold, so we'll leave that one. That one looks pretty good.
What's anything in it?
That's Phoebe off of Friends. Let's have a look. Now usually I don't bother with Funkos if they haven't got the box. But if this one did have the box, it would be pretty special. And when they're selling for that price with the box, there's got to be a second-hand market. Without the box, you know, that would look great up on a shelf, wouldn't it, if people are trying to collect the Friends set. So we'll get that. And a 2-2 driver. These username books always catch my eye by Joe Sugg. They're not worth anything, but I see them all the time. This one's signed by the author too. It's pretty sweet. £3 each. Sounds a bargain, but looking at solds, that's about what they sell for. Oh, they are so cool. Pikachu flip-flops.
Daddy, see that electric?
There's electric on there yet. What young boy who's into Pokemon is not going to go mad for these? What are they? £1.50. I gotta say, you are rocking the summer look today. Just rummaging through the kiddies' shoes, and I found this little pair of Crocs, size C8. These are really popular at the minute. You know, the sun's coming out, it's warming up. Perfect for kids in the garden or splashing around in the water. Don't know how much they are, but sold, you could be pushing a tenner for those, maybe a bit more. Someone's mixed in a pair of Build-A-Bear shoes in here too. There's a little Downfall game tucked away here. This one is from the late 90s, so not the early one, but it's only £2. Sold, you can push about 15 all in. The thing is with these, there are lots of counters that can go missing, but I've got one at home that needs new counters, so if this isn't complete, doesn't matter. I can part it out and complete my other one. These are interesting here. Dolan London old school binoculars, showing signs of their age. And the case is damaged. That should have a little flap that goes over the top. £4. Solds aren't quite strong enough and the condition isn't quite there for me. Have a look at these bookends here. Grommet on one side, Shaun the Sheep on the other. £3.50 for the set from 1989. He's looking in really good condition. You can imagine those little ears are going to snap off. His little ears might snap off. Maybe a little mark. But considering the age, I'd say they're in great condition. We'll be getting these for sure. And I reckon we'll get this one as well. Up on the top shelf, we've got this Tetley T-Folk gift set. It's gaffer. But it's all still sealed. Got the tag on it, £3. There's not many of them sold. Might sit around for a bit, but when they do sell, you could be pushing 15 all in. There's another one. A little bit of Rohan on the rails. Size XL. couple of Skags on the front there. But what I like about Rohan clothes is if you look at the label, they're really easy to identify. So this is Rohan Core T. No price tag on it, we'll ask. So even with those Skags, not pristine condition, probably still worth a go. A couple of Xbox 360 games down here. Sonic Unleashed. Box is trashed. Only £1. Manual. This looks alright. State of it. For £1 we'll get it. There's another one up there, look. £3. So between this one and the one I picked up earlier, there should be a complete set in there. Mr. Pop as well, that's an absolute classic. £3. Solds on this one aren't as strong as Downfall. So that one will be going back. That's a Transformers Rescue Bot tucked in there. Random loose bag of toys for £1. In there we got Optimus Prime, Rescan, turns into a T-Rex. Could be pushing £8-9 plus postage for that. Couple of other bits I picked up but didn't manage to get on camera in the shop. I saw this under the counter, bag of electronics for £4. What caught my eye? Sony Discman. But in here there's all kinds of stuff. But this is the showpiece here, Sony Discman Grooves, got the original Sony headphones, don't really know what to do with them. Obviously not tested, I will test it, put some batteries in. Could be looking at maybe £20 for that. I don't really know what these other wires do. That doesn't connect into the Discman. That's like an old headset, broke anyway. But this was pretty cool. An old BT Easy Reach pager. These were under the counter. I was looking at them and a lady bought in a couple of pairs of shoes. Check these out. UK size 5, all black Skechers. Barely been worn. I asked if they were for sale. The lady said yeah. She said round it all up to a tenner. So we got that and that for a tenner. Jurassic Park Blu-ray, 50p I paid for that. £2 CEX trade-in value, but I want to watch those again. But this was a little find here. Scrabble Deluxe Edition. Yes, it cost £10, but sold, if complete, £50. So it's got all the rails, instructions, tons of wooden pieces. I love the board. Subtle. Let's head inside a sec. Got a couple of eBay pickups to show you. Cool, I could do with a new pair of glasses, eh? For those of you who follow my Instagram account, you would have seen this the other day. I bought this sticker off of eBay. It was only £3, but that's how it come. Just a little envelope like that. Inside, sticker had absolutely no protection. And where the envelope had got creased in the post, that crease had followed through onto the sticker. So it's wrecked. The sticker's ruined. You can't really do much with that. Now the interesting thing about this one is the buyer stated no returns in their original listing, but honestly it doesn't really matter. If it arrives damaged, not as described, however you want to phrase it, you can still open a return case against them, and that's what I've done. Now their resolution so far is to offer to send me a brand new sticker through free of charge, and usually I'd probably take that. In this case I don't believe that that one will arrive here safe either. So I've refused that option and just said, look, I'm happy to send this back to you, or just give me the refund, whichever you prefer. But honestly, this sticker was only £3, £3.50, so it's not the end of the world. It's more about the principle. This next eBay purchase, though, in that box, this is what I'm most excited about. Get stuck in them, boys.
This one, armadillo. Next one. This. Eagle.
30 original Beast Wars, £150. I won't take you through them now. I'll put a picture up on Instagram. But to get original Transformers 90s Beast Wars for £5 a piece, it's a perfect way to start a new Beast Wars collection. There's probably a bit of money in there, probably a bit of resale value. But Beast Wars is a line I've never really looked into. I want to get them on a shelf in the garage. And on the theme of Transformers, I got to give a shout out to John Coots. Dropped me a message the other day. He's put a parcel in the post. Look at this epic Optimus Prime bust here. Put batteries in him. Eyes should light up. He should make sounds. I've got to put some fresh ones in there. But that looks absolutely epic. So John, thanks ever so much for thinking of me. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. It looks really cool down there. Great addition to the collection. Really appreciate that. Right, let me just stick you up there. Let's run through some eBay solds. It's time to clear out the death pile. I spent a lot of time going through it, trying to list as much of it as I can. I want to just shift it because I'm replacing it with better stock I'm picking up now from boot sales and the charity shops. These were right at the bottom in a bag that I sold last week. First sale, 4 lawn bowls. These are size 3. They're by Green Mass. They're not in the best condition. Few scratches and they've been painted. 4 bowls, they've sold for 50 quid all in. But mind you, they are pretty heavy. The postage cost is going to be a bit steep. But I made my money back on the bag. These bowls, straight profit. And then I just hit clear out mode. I sold a Disneyland baseball. That one's gone for a tenner all in. A silver Monster Mutt, Monster Jam Monster Truck, tenner as well. My First Percy off of Thomas the Tank. He's gone for 11 quid. Taking the batteries out. And then this is Sadness off of Inside Out. This is going global shipping and they've paid a lot of money to get this to them. I only sold it for £8.50 plus postage. I took this little tip off of Ricky Lee. I like the way that he buys clothes or shoes, wears them, gets use out of them. When he gets bored or fancies a change, then he just sells them on. It's not always about making the profit. But in this case, I still have made a little bit of profit. These are Nike Air Max 200s, a nice grey and green colour. I paid 15 quid for these in the charity shop, but the intent was for me to wear them. That was about 12 months ago. Fancied a bit of a change. They sold for 30 quid all in. And then I picked up these 2 Flexi tape dog leads. They're 5 meters long each. Paid £1.50 each in the charity shop. They've sold for 15 quid all in. Someone messaged me the other day asking, why do I bother selling football boots? Not from a money or a profit point of view, but more like what's my connection to them? It's completely different from the usual stuff I look out for and the stuff I tend to sell. But it's a great example of where knowledge that you've gained from outside of reselling in your hobbies, you can apply in reselling. Adidas Predators. Everybody's heard of them. Really iconic pair of boots and they hold their value really well. These are only a base model, moulded studs, UK size 5. These would be a classic Saturday, Sunday league football boot, but also perfect for PE lessons as well. I paid 5 quid for them. They were caked in mud. You had to see through the grime to see the value in them. Sold for 20 quid all in. These are a beautiful pair of shoes. Brown leather, handmade Churches. I love that woven pattern there, and it carries on round the side. Pretty good condition. There are a few marks on the front, but it's certainly the brand Churches that I carried these through. Paid £10 in the charity shop, listed them up for £100, offer come in on 70, I accepted. The temperature is rising. We hit early 20s last week. Someone has bought this padded Weird Fish white ladies jacket. Size XL. There are a few marks, a few stains on it, but I only paid a couple of quid for it. That one's gone for 15 quid all in. This one I held out for top price. We've got a brand new with tags snap-on body warmer, size XXL. I've had a lot of interest in this. A few lowball offers, a few reasonable offers that I was tempted with. Paid a £5 in the charity shop. I eventually sold it for just under £60 all in, and I held out for that price. It's not like a massive iconic designer brand, but Snap-on as a company is so popular. The tools are expensive, the tools are good quality. If you're a mechanic in the trade, proud of your Snap-on tools, you're going to want a matching top, aren't you? And the final sale. Don't know why I'm ended on this one. It's a Disney Store Winnie the Pooh Roo mug. I paid 50p for it. Sold for £7 plus postage. I mean, I've just had some lovely sales, and that's the one I'm ending on. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out Brian, first commenter last video. If you did enjoy it, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Weather looks great this weekend. I'll be out in the boot sales. Catch you then.